1. Practice self-discipline over impulse. The Stoics preached mastery over destructive impulses and desires. Marcus Aurelius declared that true freedom comes from self-discipline, which enables focusing energy on lasting fulfillment rather than momentary urges. Developing habits of regular meditation, physical training, and moderating pleasure teaches emotional self-regulation. With self-discipline, you become the author of your actions, not a slave to each passing whim. For example, by avoiding overindulgence in food, drink, or leisure, you conserve willpower for meaningful pursuits like learning new skills. Practicing self-denial and small pleasures builds the capacity to handle more significant challenges. Self-discipline provides freedom and direction. 2. Choose resilience over fragility. View each difficulty as an opportunity to practice courage, patience, and perseverance. The Stoic philosopher Seneca counseled transforming obstacles into training for mental toughness and stating, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Adopting a resilient mindset develops poise and composure to weather life's storms. Hardship becomes a gateway for growth, not destruction. For instance, being stuck in traffic or dealing with office politics frustrates many, but applying Stoic resilience turns adversity into a chance to showcase grace under pressure. With its lessons of mental fortitude, hardship holds less sway over your inner state. 3. Practice generosity over meanness. Treating others with active goodwill, kindness, and compassion aligns with Stoic emphasis on fellowship and virtuous action. Performing small acts of generosity develops empathy, dissolving artificial social barriers. It also brings its rewards of connection and kindness. For example, being patient and helpful to a struggling student who cannot grasp a concept provides a mutually uplifting feeling. Extending generosity in daily interactions cultivates humanity in yourself and society. It represents the Stoic ideal of service above selfishness. 4. Choose patience over anger. The Stoics counseled mastering emotional reactions through reason, particularly anger. As Seneca wrote, "Anger exceeds all other vices in its brutality." When feeling irritated or insulted, pause and rationally evaluate the situation before reacting. Patience enables thoughtful responses rather than irrational outbursts. It turns conflict into dialogue. For instance, staying calm when insulted or provoked neutralizes another's hostile energy. Patience grants you control and self-respect. Responding with compassion avoids escalating the anger. Patience embodies the Stoic line between passion and reason. 5. Take positive action over passivity. Stoicism considers passivity and anxiety over external events as unwise. Focus solely on what is within your power to alter. Taking positive steps daily in service of goals, however small, prevents surrendering control of your life. As Marcus Aurelius stated, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." Wisdom manifests in action. For example, worrying endlessly about the economy, politics, or health hazards you can't control is fruitless. But you can control efforts to learn new skills, build community connections, or maintain physical fitness. Small positive actions compound over time into more significant results. Passivity drains agency. Positive action creates it. 6. Choose presence over anxiety. Dwelling excessively on the past or future often generates needless anxiety. The Stoics practice immersing yourself fully in the present moment, in its opportunities, duties, and delights. As Seneca wrote, "We suffer more from imagination than reality." Observing the present clears worry about what is beyond reach. For instance, on your commute home from work, focus intently on the car's movement, music, and changing sights. Anxiety about future events or meetings gets replaced by a whole sensory experience of the now. Practicing such mindfulness produces calm and insight. Each moment offers a chance to live deliberately. 7. Make learning a lifelong endeavor. Sharpening intellectual faculties and expanding knowledge were core Stoic pursuits based on Socrates' maxim that the unexamined life is not worth living. Adopting an attitude of lifelong learning prevents mental stagnation and unwise certainty about your opinions. It stimulates an expansive philosophical mindset. For example, learning a foreign language or studying physics sharpens cognition and pattern recognition. 9. Practice mindfulness over mindlessness. Cultivating mindfulness was central to the Stoic training regime. Learning to observe your thoughts and emotions with non-judgmental awareness reduces impulsive reactions. It provides perspective on mental processes and patterns. You gain insight into triggers for anger or craving without getting caught up in those states. For example, taking mindful walks focuses attention on sensory details, dissolving rumination. Meditation creates calmness by allowing thoughts to arise and pass without clinging. Mindfulness provides a refuge. Life becomes less overwhelming. With wise awareness, you become an actor, not a puppet, in your inner theater. 10. Choose courage over cowardice. Finally, the Stoics counseled meeting difficulties and hardships head-on with courage rather than avoiding them. Fear often creates more suffering than external events themselves. Confronting struggles builds grit and agency. Courage makes worthy goals achievable. As Seneca wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." Stoic. For instance, we avoid asking for a raise, ending a relationship gone cold, or changing careers partly from fear. But tackling such challenges with courage closes the gap between your values and reality. Stoic courage celebrates rising strong after falls and continuing forward despite wounds. With courage, we claim authorship of our lives. The enduring value of Stoic choices. The ancient Stoics knew that a well-lived life rests on our daily choices. Their timeless framework of principles equips us to live with wisdom, purpose, and resilience, despite uncertainty. Adopting even a few Stoic options creates positive ripple effects, inviting more virtue and tranquility. The payoff is a more enlightened existence of human flourishing. One of the most prominent lessons from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus is that a key element of mental well-being is the ability to discriminate between what is within our control and what is not. This takes the power away from the areas of life that can't be changed no matter how much we suffer. Time is like a river made up of the events which happen and a violent stream. For as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away, and another comes in its place, and this will be carried away too. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor. Marcus Aurelius highlights the transient nature of things. The nature of the universe is change, and we must flow alongside it, or suffer as we try and cling to the past, or expect things to remain the same. What upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about these things. Often it is the judgments we place on things that cause us to suffer, not the things themselves. As the Stoic Epictetus instructs in this quote, "If we are able to develop the wisdom to form more favorable judgments, you can live happier lives." There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. In a similar fashion to his previous quote above, Epictetus outlines the fact that we need to understand what we do, control, and what we don't. Then focus our attention of the former, while accepting the later. Today I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own. Marcus Aurelius here explains that much of our anxieties and worries are self-imposed. Over time, if we're not acting as gatekeepers of our beliefs and perception, we build up a collection of destructive and counterproductive beliefs. These cause us to look upon the world in artificially negative ways. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In this quote, Epictetus hints at the fact that we can't always decide what happens to us. However, we can decide how we respond. That's where our power lies. How does it help to make troubles heavier by bemoaning them? Acceptance of things beyond your control. Recognize that there are aspects of life you cannot control, such as the actions of others, the weather, or unexpected events. Instead of dwelling on these uncontrollable factors, focus your energy on how you respond to them. Practice gratitude. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude by acknowledging the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Appreciating what you have can shift your perspective and promote contentment. Live in the present moment. Avoid dwelling on the past or worrying excessively about the future. Embrace the present moment and strive to make the most of it, for it is the only time that truly belongs to you. Maintain inner tranquility. Practice. Maintaining a calm and composed mind, even in the face of challenges or adversity. Cultivating inner peace allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Focus on virtue. Prioritize living a virtuous life characterized by qualities such as honesty, integrity, courage, and compassion. Strive to align your actions with these virtues, regardless of external circumstances. Develop self-discipline. Cultivate the habit of self-discipline by setting clear goals and consistently working towards them. Discipline allows you to overcome distractions and temptations, leading to personal growth and success. Embrace adversity as an opportunity. Instead of viewing setbacks or obstacles as purely negative experiences, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Adversity can strengthen your character and resilience if you approach it with the right mindset. Practice. Detachment from external outcomes. While it's important to set goals and work towards them, detach yourself from the outcome. Focus on putting forth your best effort without becoming overly attached to specific results, as external circumstances are often beyond your control. Cultivate inner strength. Build resilience by facing challenges head-on and learning from adversity. Develop the mental toughness to persevere in difficult times, knowing that you have the strength to overcome obstacles. Live according to nature. Align your actions and attitudes with the natural order of the universe. Recognize that change is inevitable and that life is inherently unpredictable. By embracing the ebb and flow of existence, you can find greater peace and harmony in your life.